Are you wondering whether you should invest into crypto or the stock market but have no idea where to start? Trust me, you're not alone. I was once in your shoes asking myself the same question, should I invest into crypto or the stock market? And I didn't know anything about both of them. I just heard a lot of information in the news and I have a couple of dollars that I wanted to invest. It seems to be a very simple question, but actually not making a good decision will actually cost you a lot. In this video, I will break down everything you need to know about the crypto and the stock market so you can see which option will be the best fit for you for your investment journey. We're going to compare the crypto and the stock market into 5 different sections so it can help us decide which option is going to be the best fit for us. We're going to talk about how easy it is to get started. We're going to talk about security and regulations because we want to know how safe our investment is going to be. We're going to talk about volatility and the risk because we want to know the level of risk we're going to face in both of them. We're going to talk about returns because we want to know how much money we will make if we choose either of them. We're going to talk about innovation and future potential. Section number 1, how easy it is to get started. Getting started is actually very easy for both of them, for the stock and the cryptos. So let's start first with the stock. So you only need a brokerage account in order to start buying stocks. So you can open one with your bank directly. The option, you can download apps like Robinhood if you are in the US and WealthSimple if you're in Canada. Those apps gonna allow you to buy stocks, and again, it's actually very easy. I will leave links in the description. You can just check them out, download the app, open an account, and you will be able to buy your cryptos. You will be able to buy your stocks, directly through them. On the other end, for cryptos, you're gonna need to open an account with a crypto exchange. So there is a lot of them, but I think the most user-friendly, especially for beginners, are Crypto.com, Kraken, and Coinbase. And again, I will leave links in the description. You can just open an account directly through them, and it's gonna allow you to buy cryptos. Again, it's very easy. You just need to open an account and you will be able to see all the cryptos that are available, and you can select the one that you like or the one that you have knowledge of, and you can buy them directly. So both of them are very easy to start, so there is not really a big difference here with both of them. Section 2, security and regulations. This is one of the most important parts we're going to talk in this video because we want to just know how secure our investment is going to be in each of the markets. Let's start first with the stock market. The stock are strictly regulated by government agency like the SEC in the US. Stockbroker must comply with strict rules and regulations made by those agencies in order to protect the investor from fraud and manipulations. And another advantage with stock is most of the stockbroker have insurance. So if in case they goes bankrupt, you have some coverage on your asset through them, right? So if they goes bankrupt, you have some coverage of your asset. And in other parts also that is really interesting about the stock market, they have some insider trading rules that a lot of people have to comply or have to follow, because if you broke them, again, you might be in trouble if you got caught. So there is a lot of regulation made in place to help secure the market, to help investors to be protected. So on the other side, if we check on the crypto, crypto is much less regulated. Everywhere around the world right now, they're still working on having proper regulations. So we have, for example, in the US, again, it's not, we don't have clear understanding what are those different cryptos. Are they security, commodity, or are they currency? So we have, for example, the case where the SEC sued the Ripple XRP company because of the Ripple allegedly selling unregistered security. So because of that, they got sued. All of this is just the consequences because the regulation are not clear yet. People doesn't know what is security, commodity, or currency with those crypto assets that we have. But again, we have everywhere around the world governments working on having the crypto markets regulated. We have in the US, for example, the Genius Act for stablecoin that the Congress are working on right now. So we can have a clear understanding of different crypto assets. We have also, for example, the MiCA in Europe. So again, governments are working to have it regulated. But again, right now it's still not regulated. And there is a lot of risk with cryptos because there's a lot of market manipulations. So there is a lot of that. So there's a lot of fraud in cryptos. But again, you just have to know how to protect yourself. That's the only thing you're gonna need if you really want to invest, or invest in companies that you already know instead of investing some coin or cryptos that you don't even know. So those are some risks we might face in both markets. Let's talk about volatility and risk. Again, this is one of the most important parts also that we should pay attention to for this video, because again, each person's risk tolerance is different. So you want to just know the risk level you're gonna face within the both markets to just see what are the risks that you're gonna tolerate yourself to see. So let's start first with the stocks. Again, the price always goes ups and down, but it's usually within the reasonable range. So it's usually between 1 to 5% range depending on the company. And usually it's also fully backed by the business. So the stock price is usually fully backed by the business. If the business is doing well, the price also will more likely do well. It will more likely go up. We have companies like Apple, they usually do well, so the price usually goes up. And again, we have crashes that have happened within the stock market. We have, for example, crashes in 2008, or crashes in the COVID in 2020. The price dropped by over 50%, for example, for S&P 500 in 2008, and the price dropped by over 30% in 2020 within the COVID time. So again, the price usually can drop ups and down. It's gonna depend on what's going on. If there is a major crash, the price can go really down. But the market usually recover over time. So if you keep your money, the price is more likely to recover. The only time you're gonna have a negative impact on your investment if you sell, or if that company goes bankrupt. That's usually gonna impact. Those are maybe the risks that you're gonna face within the stock market. But it's very difficult for the company to go bankrupt. But again, it happens. There is a lot of companies that went bankrupt. So you just have to pay attention to learn more about a company every time, every day, just to know where your investment is going, or to just have an update about your investment. On the other end, on the crypto side, the price range is usually very big. That's why you see people saying the price is highly volatile, because again, you can see a 20% drop in one day, 50% drop. It's gonna depend on the coin. Some coin might drop by 80%. So again, a lot of things happens within the crypto market. It's gonna just depend on the coin that you're investing in. Some coin right now have at least a good range, maybe 5 to 20, but again, it's gonna depend. For example, Bitcoin, the range of Bitcoin is usually very different. It's very difficult to see the price drop by 20%. So again, it's very difficult to see that. Unless there is a major thing happening within the financial industry, then we can see something like that. But again, it's very difficult to see that. But we have to pay attention also within this crypto. There is usually, after the bull market, the price usually goes down because the bull market is over. People are gonna start selling because they wanna make profit. The price usually goes down by like a large percent of drop. So it's like 80% or 70% or 50%. So you have just to pay attention to all of that. But the market usually recover pretty quickly within the cryptos. We have a lot of drop after the bull run. It's many bull run that has happened. So right now people are waiting, for example, to have the bull run because the price is still down compared to where the price should be going. So there is a lot of risk. There is a lot of coin that went to zero also. We have, for example, Terra Luna. It was about $100 per coin, but right now it's like 0.00004. So again, something we have just to pay attention. Within a stock, the range is usually low, between 1 to 5, depending on the company in just one day. That's the volatility, the risk. The company can go bankrupt, we end up losing our money, or the company might not do well, they might have a negative return that year. So it's going to depend on how well the company is doing. So you have to invest to good companies that have better returns or better leadership, that you know this company always does well, let me invest to this company. Yeah, then you can have a better investment portfolio or have a good portfolio because the company investing in are doing well. On the other end, on crypto, you just have to pay attention to the coin that you're investing in. If it is a good coin or good crypto coin that you believe in their leadership, again, you can invest on that, they're gonna do well. If again there is a lot of news going on, a lot of things that's happening within that cryptos, it's going to impact the price. For example, if a lot of people are selling that coin, it's going to impact the price, or the coin can just be a scam, you know. Now let's talk about the returns. This is a very interesting section, to be honest, and I think it's going to really help you decide which option that you really want to choose, if you want to go to the stock or you want to choose the crypto. So it's very interesting. So again, we have to understand the stock's price doesn't really go that much compared to the cryptos. So if we check, for example, within the stock market, if we check, for example, the S&P 500, if you have invested $1,000 since 2015 up to right now 2025, your investment will have been about $3,000. Again, it's only 3x your money. If you invested a lot of money, yeah, then 3x, it's gonna be a lot, you know. You triple your money, that's a lot. If we compare, if you invested $1,000 within the crypto, for example, you bought Bitcoin in 2015, up to right now, your investment's gonna be about $500,000. So just compare $1,000 in the stock market since 2015. If you invested in the S&P 500, right now it's gonna just be $3,000. It's only triple your money. If you invested $1,000 into Bitcoin, right now it's $500,000. So that's a huge difference. So it's a very, very life-changing money. So this is just, you know, the most major one, right? Most major one on each of the markets. So the people invest in the S&P 500 because they want to just limit the risk, because it is for the 5 best company compared to. So if you invest in a single stock, for example, if you invest in the Apple stock since 2015, up to $1,000, up to now, your investment is going to be about $7,000 or $8,000, compared to if you invested, for example, in Ethereum or within the cryptos. Ethereum, you invested $1,000 since 2015. Right now, your investment will have been over $2 million. So just see the difference. Which are you willing to take? Are you willing to take just the stock market? You want to save an extra money? I mean, that's good in the long term, but compared to the returns that the crypto market is having, is a huge difference. With just $1,000, it can be a life-changing money in 10 years later. So I think this really why a lot of people, especially youth or young adults, are investing more into cryptos, because there is a huge difference with those returns of your investment. But again, it's going to depend on the risk you are willing to take. So if you think like, okay, I can go to cryptos, the only thing that's going to impact you is only if you sell. If the price drop and you panic, you sell, then it's going to impact your investment. But if you don't sell, you just keep it for a long term, it's going to recover. You're going to more likely make a profit. Compared to the stock market, you can also panic. If the price drops, you can also sell and end up just losing money. But the return are really big. There's a huge big difference compared to both of them. And for me, I chose to go with the cryptos because I think they return out better in the long term. And the last part is going to be innovations. So we have to know everything is innovating every year. The stock market is innovating, and the crypto market is also innovating. So we have right now the government, like I said, they are working to have the crypto markets regulated, and this will impact the crypto market, of course, because if there's a lot of regulations, the price also going to be more regulated. So the growth going to be limited. But I think this is early if you want to start investing, because there's not a lot of regulation right now. So when the regulation gonna come in, a lot of investors gonna start investing in, which gonna pump the price, making you a lot of profit. Compared to the stock markets, I mean, even we are having innovations. For example, we're gonna have a lot of innovation is gonna happen, but I don't really see a huge difference of what innovation that the stock market's gonna have that's gonna really impact the entire stock market, because at the end of the day, it's fully backed by the business. It's how the business is doing. So for Apple stock right now to double, that's a very difficult thing to do, because their market cap is already big. For them to double that, it's gonna take a very long time. Compared to cryptos, you can double in a very short period of time. But again, it's up to you and see which option that fits better for you or for your journey. But in my opinion, I think the crypto market is much better because there is higher returns. The risks are there, but again, if you just learn how to protect yourself, you're gonna be good in the long term. I hope this video was valuable to you. I can leave in the comments which option that you think is better. Is it the stocks or is it the cryptos? And I would appreciate if you like the video, or if you appreciate everything about the content, you can also subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Have a nice day and peace.